Meet Frog Tony in his green suit slick. He's got the moves and a clever trick, leading the bottom feeders with a wink. They're clueless puppets on his string, I think. In the swamp where the croaking never stops, Tony's got the plan and there is props. Every leap he takes they blindly follow, but they don't see they're in the marshy hollow. Frog Tony plays the game so fine, twisting minds like a tangled vine. Bottom feeders dance to his tune underneath the laughing moon. They're mucking around while Tony's in the lead, thinking they're the ones who plant the seed. But the truth hidden in the murky deep, Tony's got the reins while they just leap. He croaks a command, they jump and cheer. Not a clue, there's trouble near. Frog Tony grins, a mastermind, leaving the bottom feeders so behind. Frog Tony plays the game so fine, twisting minds like a tangled vine. Bottom feeders dance to his tune underneath the laughing moon.
Tony's back in town today, hopping high, he's here to stay. Everyone can feel the vibe, chosen one of CG's tribe. Jumping in with flaring grace, half these smiles on every face. Ribbit, and off we go, Tony's the star of the show. Bow down to Tony. He's the frog, our one and only. Chosen one, we've waited so long. Now he's back to right every wrong. Leaping through the streets at night, bringing joy and pure delight. Crowds are cheering everywhere. Frog Tony's back without a care. Left and hopping right, sparking magic in the night. CG's hero love so true, Tony's here for me and you. Bow down to Tony. He's the frog, our one and only. Chosen one, we've waited so long. Now he's back to right every wrong. Bow down to Tony. He's the frog, our one and only. Chosen one, we've waited so long. Now he's back to right every wrong. Every wrong! Leaping through the streets at night, bringing joy and pure delight. Crowds are cheering everywhere. Frog Tony's back without a care. Hopping left and hopping right, sparking magic in the night. CG's hero love so true, Tony's here for me and you. Me and you. Every wrong!
What's up, meatbags? It's the often imitated, never duplicated, chosen one of CG, Chicano Stan Lee, and the internet's favorite asshole, Frog, motherfucking Tony. TJ, I am happy to be here on another beautiful, beautiful Saturday night. I'm glad all of you can be with us. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good knowing that our fans have decided not to go out, not to go enjoy life, not to party, not to have any sort of social commitments, TJ, but instead to join us.
The party is here.
The party's, I'm saying, it's not a cult, but man, feels like we're getting really close to that, TJ. Eric Winberg says the favorite frog, and he's got the $2 super sticker, the number one Shiba Inu. Eric Winberg, he's out there on the south side of Chicago.
It's great. Happy being here, walking and strolling on the sidewalks of Chicago. Woo! Cooking and smoking.
That's right. He's out here cooking and smoking. TJ, we hit the unbelievable goal of $700. I will not be drinking Monsters in August. But if you guys want me to not drink Monsters in September, all we got to do is hit half. So the full goal is 700, but if we hit a goal and a half, TJ, goal and a half, it'll be 2 months. Hopefully no one swoops in and does that because, man, I don't know. But TJ, how you doing? How you been, TJ? EBS is having audio problems, so he cut the Trashcast short. TJ,
damn,
it's a miracle. I was like, man, I was getting worried. It's like, TJ, we're gonna have really bad views tonight. I said, TJ, don't get disheartened. I know you get very, very sad when the views are low. It breaks TJ's heart. I have to console him. When we get less than like 30 people watching us, TJ's inconsolable afterward, crying, carrying on. I hear him smashing things. Yeah, he's just crashing out afterwards, smashing shit. One time I thought I heard him smack his kid. It's like, no, you don't understand. We didn't have any. I was like, man. And then Trashcast was announced. I said, damn, it's going to be an epic TJ crash out. But I guess, stuff happens. TJ went in there, fiddled with EBS's audio, and
I was yelling like Spoonie saying, betrayal! Betrayed me!
That's right. So how you doing, TJ? How's your week going? Better than EBS's week, apparently, with his audio issues. But how you doing?
Well, I watched the Fantastic Four, but get this. I had to watch it twice. So here's what happened.
You had to? Wait. You were forced to? They made you physically. They held you down and said, TJ, you have to watch this twice.
No. It's because I blundered, see. I was so fucking tired, right, that I slept in the middle of the movie.
What?
I mean, it was a good movie, yeah, but I was just that tired. Like, I doze out for a few minutes, and then I wake up, and it's like, holy shit, wait a minute. Why does the thing have a beard all of a sudden? I'm like, fuck.
How long have I been out?
Yeah. They do a time skip? Shit. So the movie ended, and I bought another ticket and waited a few hours, and then jumped right back in. I watched the whole thing.
Damn you, TJ. Carl of RNG says Trashcast died for the Geeks to Gab.
Let's go.
We often say that Frog Tony walked so Ethan can run with Trashcast, but now he's giving back. He's giving back to us. So we appreciate it. We appreciate all the support, Carl, and everybody who's supporting us. And of course,
Leave it. Listen to me now. The rain is over. You understand?
The rain is over. So, TJ, you watched Fantastic Four twice. Do you know how many times I watched Fantastic Four this weekend?
0?
0, TJ. I watched it 0. And you know why I watched it 0? Because I got screwed, TJ. I bought tickets early. I think it was like Tuesday. Bought tickets right in the middle. You get to pick out your seats and everything, so we bought the tickets real early. I bought tickets for myself, for my father, for my mother, for the old lady, right? We got 4 tickets. We're going to go, TJ. We're going to see the Fantastic Four. It's going to be awesome. And then Friday comes around and it starts raining. It starts raining real fucking bad. We're getting flash flood warnings. Streets are filled with water. It's crazy. But we venture forth. We sally forth. We're going to go to the theater. We say, we bought these tickets. We're going to see this movie. This movie's going to be great. So we go, TJ. We go. And we get to the theater. And all on the doors is papers. There's papers on every single door, TJ. You know what those papers said?
What?
Due to inclement weather, the theater has been closed. If you ordered online, you'll be issued refunds. The theater, how was the theater closed, TJ? Because it rained.
You got hit with the Transylvanian storms. Damn.
Yeah. So that's it. We couldn't see it. And then, of course, tickets for the next day, which would have been today, were already sold out. Tickets for tomorrow are sold out. So I'm not going to be able to watch it until next Friday. Maybe.
Holy shit, the whole week. Maybe.
Well, because I can't go during the week because I gotta go to work. I got shit to do. I gotta do these shows. So I have no time during the week. Maybe I have to wait for my refund to go through. I used money for my tickets, and then my parents, they had gotten a gift card, right? And the gift card gave them 2 tickets and then like a $20 gift card voucher for snacks and stuff, right? So when they issued the refund, they issued my refund for my tickets and the old lady's tickets, but my parents' tickets, because they're on vouchers, now I have to wait a week before they give them back. Because it would be one thing if it was like, oh, well, fuck it, we'll just go anyway because we go to the theater so often, right? There's so many good movies coming out that we'll just use these tickets next time, right? When we finally get the vouchers. But no, that's not the case. There's literally, I can't think of a single other movie that I want to watch this year, TJ.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no point in not using the vouchers, right? So we have to wait for the vouchers. We have to wait for everything to come through. So I didn't get to see Fantastic Four. I got screwed out of seeing it. I planned. Everything was set. I was going to see it. I was excited. It looked really good. I'm hearing good things. Everybody's loving it. And I didn't get to go see it.
Even the chat loved it. Now that's a real betrayal right there.
That is. Just watch a 144 camera, but can't do that.
Yeah, like
watching. I was looking forward to watching a Corn Boys review of it because I figured I'd watch the Corn Boy reviews and I'd at least
shit
know a little bit. But the Corn Boys didn't review it. Apparently, Vito has to buy an $1,800 camera in order to do another video. I don't know what's going on with him and Dirk. I've heard rumors that Vito and Dirk are sleeping together, and that's why Vito is kowtowing to Dirk, trying to keep Dirk happy, right? I heard the $1,800 camera is actually for their OnlyFans page that they're going to start, and the Corn Boys reviews are just a front. I don't know. Go to the movies and sneak into Fantastic Four after Superman. Make a day of it. I remember in the old days, you could actually sneak into theaters. You can't really do that now. Everyone's buying tickets. Everyone's got their place held, right? You know, their seats assigned. So you can't even do that. That Vulcan sound, is Ethan back on? What? So yeah, TJ, no Fantastic Four for me, but it's okay. We're gonna still talk about it. We'll talk about the Rotten Tomatoes scores, people's opinions on it. I got a couple of trailers for games I want to show off. I got a couple articles. Unfortunately, I didn't get no butt challenge because Autoy Fanboy is sick. So it was already shaping up to be
down by one man.
Yeah, we're down by two because Finbar's still out there.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm still the champion, goddammit, just because I guessed the vampire's ass.
Slam Brandon says, I don't have social media because I'm not a fag. But did Sturgis respond to the latest roasting? Oh, Sturgis, we'll get to that Monday, but sneak previews. Sturgis was saying that it's not racist what he said, and then he hibbity-jibbitied reasons why. So
he's been crashing out for 5 hours straight.
It's ridiculous. But we'll see. All right. So yeah, that was how my weekend went. Terrible. Also, TJ, I was supposed to do the thing with Saggy yesterday, right? Supposed to
yes.
get the Cloudcast running and going. But because I'm dumb, I forgot that you have to hit a little button that says, I would like to live stream on this channel. And because I didn't hit that button, I had to wait a whole 24 hours in order for YouTube to let us live stream.
Damn. So, same incident with the gaming channel.
Yeah. So next week, we'll be there, me, Saggy. It'll be worth the wait. Wink, wink. Trust me, guys. We're going to have a lot of good things coming up. You're going to enjoy it. Speaking of enjoying things, TJ, let me share my screen here. Because according to Rotten Tomatoes, look at this, 93% on the popcorn meter. Audiences are fucking loving it. 5,000 verified reviews. It's got an 87 on the tomato meter. Top critics are at 80, but all critics, 87. Verified audience, 93. All audience, 89. So even, if you say that it's being bombed or whatever, right? Really not. Even at 89%, even with the negative reviews in there from audience members, it's still 89% is really good. So I feel like is the MCU back, TJ? You watched it. You watched it twice. Would you say the MCU is back?
Oh, it's back, baby. Especially with the after credit scene, lots of promise right there. Without saying much.
Oh, Eric Kane. I know this guy. Look at this. Eric Kane, who I know, we used to be mutuals. I think he still follows me. He was part of Vito's Tuesday Night Griff, Monday Night Griff crew.
Oh, shit.
But he gave it a rotten score. He says, Fantastic Four First Steps may be one of the best MCU films we've seen over the past few years, but this says more about the low bar Marvel and Disney have set than it does about the quality of this movie. Damn. Bounding in the Comics gave it a fresh. Giant Freaking Robot. They actually let Giant Freaking Robot on fucking Rotten Tomatoes as a critic. It really is. Really is. Who the hell? Emily Wheeler, movie ops.
Movie ops. Some gay ops right there.
Yeah. Richard Brody from the New Yorker, he gave it a negative review. He says, there's more energy in the eye-catching production design than in the drama. The director, Matt Shackman, evokes little struggle, terror, or wonder, and the fine cast delivers amiable and mild performances.
I disagree. The drama was heavy in this one. A lot heavier than Superman, surprisingly.
Really now? I've heard some people say that Superman's better.
They lost their, let's say, story arcs because it got lost in the shuffle, without saying much. Because they had to shrink the movie down, right?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. All I know is most people are saying it's good. It looks like a few contrarians. That's what I think. I think it's just contrarian people. Always got to be something negative. I'm excited. I'll have my review next week when I finally get around to watching it. These damn, as long as there isn't another flood next week, it'll be good. It'll be good. Twitter has decided to do battle with my phone. I think I have to reinstall it. I hope not. Grumpy. Man, you guys, everyone needs to stop worrying about Twitter so much. I've seen a lot of people worrying about Twitter. You know what I had to do today, TJ? Speaking of Twitter.
What's that?
I had to install the Twitter app because apparently voice messages do not work on desktop at all. Or browser. Like, so if you use the browser to go to Twitter, like I do, because I use it on my phone from the browser, right? And I use it on the desktop from the browser. Apparently, voice messages don't play anymore. So you have to download the app. So someone decided they're going to send me several voice messages today on Twitter. And it forced me, TJ, to download the app in order to hear these messages.
Shit.
And spoiler, was it worth it? Gents, JDA's flood was a message from his Lord and Savior, and I mean the devil.
Damn. Yeah, speaking of floods.
They cut the red ghost out, though still mentioned him, guessing runtime.
Yeah, runtime, unfortunately. Yeah.
Speaking of things that got cut out, TJ, of movies, I was a little upset when Seth Rollins, his King Cobra got cut out, but reading this article, I think I'm about to change my mind on this whole situation. TJ. So this is Captain America 4 removed this weird supervillain. Photos. Captain America Brave New World almost had one more weird-looking villain. Says Marvel Studios removed one of its weirdest-looking villains ever from Captain America Brave New World, and that may have been the right call. Alongside a focus on Harrison Ford's Red Hulk and Tim Blake Nelson's leader, Anthony Mackie's Captain America went toe-to-toe with Serpent, a.k.a. the Serpent Society, in his first theatrical solo outing. The mercenary group was headed up by Giancarlo Esposito's Seth Volker, a.k.a. Sidewinder. But Serpent almost had more members in their live-action debut. It says Captain America Brave New World, the art of the movie book, finally hit shelves and revealed concept art for a weird cyborg villain who was ultimately cut. WWE superstar Seth Rollins was expected to play Cobra, a.k.a. King Cobra, in Captain America 4, but was removed during reshoots, and it appears he was planned to have a cybernetic design that could have looked disturbing or disgusting on the big screen. So if you don't know, King Cobra is just a guy in a snake-themed suit with a gun. Nothing fancy. He doesn't have any cybernetics. He doesn't have any abilities. He's just a dude. He's just a criminal mastermind dude. That's it. What they wanted to turn him into, TJ, was a weird cybernetic snake. Yes. Here's more concept art. Apparently, his torso was going to extend, and his chest and stuff was going to puff up.
See, this would be weird for the movie the way it is, right? But if only the movie leaned into the sci-fi horror angle, this would have fit in perfect.
Yes, but also it wouldn't have fit in for his character. There's a character that literally has a snake body called Bushmaster that they could have just had him play that. Like, I don't understand why
Bushmaster. True.
Well, why change a character around to be something that already exists that you could just have him be that character? Like, it makes no sense. But it says concept artist Keith Christensen commented on Cobra's twisted body design in the Captain America art book, explaining how they plan to, quote, interpret the qualities of a Cobra with the cybernetics he was originally planned to have. Quote, we were thinking about how we could interpret the qualities of a Cobra with the enhancements that he has in his body, because at that point, we were treating the serpents as infused with technology, almost to the point of large portions of them being android or robotic or whatever. Says, I went for something super literal, thinking of a Cobra spreading his hood and thinking how his whole body could change to mimic that. So they were going to make him puff up his chest and his arms like a Cobra hood. That is the most retarded thing I've ever heard. Thank God they did not put that in the movie.
Yeah. It's a bit much.
Right.
Cosmic Vader's right, though, yeah.
Cartier West says, sounds like porn nickname. Cosmic Vader is incorrect, actually. Bushmaster, there's two characters named Bushmaster in the comics. One is the Luke Cage villain, who's just a dude. The other is the Bushmaster that's part of the Serpent.
Oh, right. And, Marvel the Marvel Studios are within their right to ignore that shit. So there's that. They'll pretend that the Netflix stuff didn't happen.
Because I was also confused when like he came out in the Luke Cage, because I wasn't a big fan of Luke Cage. I didn't read a lot of Luke Cage. I was like, "Who the hell is this?" Right? Like this isn't the Bushmaster that I'm familiar with. And then I looked into it. And I was like, "Oh, there's just two guys named Bushmaster," which is weird that there is. But and you know what else is funny? Like they're both black guys, TJ.
Huh?
So
It's a crazy coincidence.
it is. I bet you, like originally the character was supposed to be the same guy, but somewhere along the line they fucked up. According to Scooper, My Time to Shine Hello recently addressed Captain America 4's original Cyborg Serpent Society plan, confirming that their upgrades were supposed to be made by Eldon Heinrichs Zeke Stain from Disney's Ironheart. I don't believe this. I think, again, a lot of times these quote-unquote scoopers who have they're confirming a thing, right? Confirmed by who?
They always have wild speculations.
Yeah, but it's not just wild speculation. You could easily go, okay, this is cybernetic. I'm just going to say that, oh yeah, it turns out it was the leader, right? And but Disney cut it, so you'll never know. Like Disney's never going to address this rumor, right? Because it's cut content. So they could just say anything, and no one is there to refute them, right? There's no rebuttal coming from Disney, and so people are just going to assume that it's true, right? They're just lying. They're just making things up. Do not believe any scooper that does not have any sort of proof, especially like anonymous scoopers are even worse, because at least like a scooper that has a name, like you know who he is. You go, oh, okay, that person's, they know famous people. They're in Hollywood. They talk to people, right? But when it's like My Time to Shine Hello, like you have no idea who that person is. That could just be some like old lady sitting in a fucking house somewhere, right? Like, what evidence is there that this person has any sort of connection?
Some random basement dweller.
Yeah. It says, while Cobra never made it into Captain America 4, his scenes were seemingly shot as WWE superstar Seth Rollins was expected to play the villain before reshoots replaced him with a Giancarlo Esposito's Sidewinder. Catch a peek at Rollins' final Cobra costume that was shot. Okay, let's take a look. What did the costume look like? Didn't look like that. I think it looks kind of dumb. See, this is the character in the comics. Look, purple. That's Bushmaster right there.
Oh yeah, there. Yep.
That's Coach Wib. I think that's Rock Cobra. That's Black Adder. I don't know who the black guy is in the back end.
This look could be easily pulled off. Look, just make a tactical jacket that looks like that, and you're good. Right?
And then add a little cape. Put a hoodie on it. The hoodie turns into like the little Cobra hood, right?
You're good to go.
Yeah. But this,
purple and green, villain colors.
This doesn't look like anything. It just looks like he's wearing a fucking long jacket.
It's just like Blade. Long trench coat.
I could see him coming out to the ring for like a WWE event.
Yes.
It's just like normal clothes. Right?
Entrance attire.
Yeah. It doesn't look like anything. I'm kind of glad. At first, I was upset because I do like King Cobra. I like the Serpent Society. I like all that stuff. But after seeing the concept art,
say that.
Yeah. He looks less flashy than his WWE attire. That's what I'm saying. When the wrestling attire looks more comic booky than the movie attire, there's an issue. Yeah. I know people are talking about EBS in the chat, but speaking of EBS, TJ, I asked Grok. I was seeing people asking Grok who are the most famous people to visit their accounts, right? So I said, who are the 5 most famous people to visit my profile? Doesn't need to be a mutual. Don't tag them. Just say who they are. And TJ, you didn't make the cut, unfortunately.
That.
But according to Grok, Ethan Van Sciver, Dick Masterson, Vito Giswaldi, Tony from Hack the Movies, and S.A. Rivera our very own Lit Devil. So there you go. Those are my top 5.
No Finbar Saunders either. He'd be disappointed.
No Finbar. Yeah, he's not famous. All right. What else we got going? Excited for a Midnight Suns movie? Marvel Studios is expected to put a thrilling new team of darker heroes in the spotlight for its Midnight Suns movie.
Yeah, see, they always say this and it never happens.
Well, I mean, the Blade movie isn't happening. Are they?
Yeah, let's worry about that first.
I almost expect them to like scrap the Blade movie and just turn it into a Midnight Suns movie, right? But says rumors are teasing
the right there with the Werewolf by Night, but they didn't do anything with that.
Oh, don't worry, because in the article says rumors are teasing the 5 main heroes who are now expected to be featured in Marvel Studios' rumored Midnight Suns movie, along with some of Marvel's more popular teams like Avengers, Fantastic Four, and X-Men. The Midnight Suns appear close to getting their first big screen run in the foreseeable future. With the rotating roster of heroes who have pushed this team forward in the comics, the question now is, how will they be adapted into a movie? Well, I mean, the original team was brought together by Doctor Strange, and it included some very unknown characters. Like, you had your heavy hitters, you had your Ghost Riders and your Blades, right? But then you had like the Darkhold Redeemers, and you're like, who the fuck are those people, right? Like, so obviously they're not going to go with the Lilith is coming back and taking over the world. If there is a Midnight Suns movie, it'll probably revolve around Mephisto, right? If that's the case, you got to have Ghost Rider, right?
Yeah, Ghost Rider has to be involved. Blade too, of course.
Well, it says the Cosmic Circus shared a rumor that Marvel Studios plans to adapt the Damnation storyline from Marvel Comics into the MCU. I wonder how he came about this conclusion, TJ. How did this rumor start?
Again, this wild speculation, huh?
Yeah, well, if you know anything, the Damnation storyline involves Mephisto going around and getting the Avengers and stuff under his thumb through nefarious means, through trickery, right? So it obviously involves Mephisto, with Mephisto coming out in Ironheart. Suddenly, oh man, guys, there's a rumor that now there's going to be a whole thing based around Mephisto. Isn't that very convenient? Isn't it always convenient? Like the rumors always they always circle after something happens.
Yeah.
Like Robert Downey Jr. is announced as Dr. Doom, and suddenly there's rumors that they're going to do the whole thing from Secret Wars. Oh, really? After Robert Downey Jr. is dead. Okay, not before. You didn't know that before. There was no rumors before. That's a good rumor. If you like, hey, here's my rumor. The Beyonder is going to come out in Secret Wars, right? Because no one speculated that, and then he comes out and you're like, yeah, see, I have legitimacy. But just speculating about things based on actions, right? Like, oh, look, Mephisto shows up. Oh, I now speculate that there's going to be a whole thing based on a comic book series about Mephisto in the MCU. You don't need a rumor for that. You could probably just figure it out on your own, right? I could just come to that conclusion. Hey, they said Mephisto is going to be a big part of the MCU going forward. What's the latest Mephisto storyline? Oh, Damnation? Okay, that's going to happen. They're going to do something around that.
There were rumors that were successfully true. That's very rare, It's like somebody who actually cracked the code properly, and then it comes out true.
Well, I correct the code. If you look at the remember Civil War, Captain America: Civil War.
All right.
I speculated before the movie came out, based on the trailer, I speculated that the big battle they showed you was not the climax of the movie, but rather the middle of the movie, and that there was going to be an actual smaller battle between Captain America and Iron Man that ended the movie. And pretty much everything that I speculated came true.
Oh, there you go.
But again, that was just based on my knowledge of filmmaking, storytelling, and who the stars of the movie are, right? Obviously, Captain America movie's going to focus on Captain America, and a Civil War movie's got to focus on Iron Man. So it's a logical conclusion that it would end with the two of them fighting each other in some capacity. All right. It says this is likely to be realized in the MCU's upcoming Midnight Suns movie, which has been heavily discussed in rumors but has not yet been officially announced for development. Damnation is a major event from a 2018 comic featuring the Midnight Suns. It centers on Doctor Strange being overconfident about restoring magic to the world. This unleashes hell on earth in Las Vegas, which was nearly destroyed by Hydra, with Mephisto taking control of Sin City and possessing multiple Avengers to do his bidding. Along with Sacha Baron Cohen's Mephisto coming back for the movie, ahead are the 6 heroes rumored to be part of the MCU's Midnight Suns team. Do you want to hazard a guess, TJ, who the 6 heroes are that they're rumored to be in this movie?
Like Stray Beans is saying, Doctor Strange has to be involved somehow. And then, just like the poster, what's his name? Moon Knight, of course. Blade, if they pull off Blade, right? That's all I can guess so far.
Cosmic Vader says, I like how Civil War begins with the worldwide stakes, the Accords, but it ends with a very personal fight between 2 men that will have worldwide consequences. Cosmic saying Moon Knight, Blade, Ghost Driver.
Also, Robbie Reyes and Johnny Blaze. Okay. That'll be interesting.
I mean, here's the obvious. Werewolf by Night, because he was in a movie. Man-Thing, because he was in a movie. Elsa Bloodstone, because she was in the movie.
Bloodstone, yeah.
Blade, because he was coming out of the movie. Moon Knight, because he was in a TV show.
If only Morbius movie master, but we also how Sony handled it.
Yeah, well, Morbius is part of Sony's. So Marvel can't really use them. All right, so it says every hero likely to show up. We got Blade, despite the movie being canceled and everything. Ghost Rider, the Johnny Blaze version, they're saying.
Why not Danny Ketch? Should do that, actually. The 90s one.
You know what? I want to see Vengeance on the big screen.
Or Vengeance, yes.
The storyline for Vengeance is retarded. The whole thing, like he's kind of like their like cousin or some shit. Like he's related to them. Like everybody's got to be related to the Ketches and the fucking Johnny Blaze and the Blazes, right? But like his design, like the black skull with the spikes, it's so 90s and over the top. Like it's like let's make Ghost Rider, but even more fucking ridiculous. And I just love it. Elsa Bloodstone. I thought this lady was ugly.
Oh, look at her. She looks miserable.
She looks rough.
Even here.
Like, again, this was like a hot redhead chick in the comics, right? And then they, like, made her, like, this
Or the heroes to complain about this, redhead genocide.
Yeah. I forget who plays her. She's being played by Laura Donnelly. She is too rough. She looks like way too old. Elsa is supposed to be like a 20, 25-ish chick that's out there.
Kate Beckinsale from Back in the Gap. Somebody looks like her. Would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Here we are.
But redhead. Don't forget the redhead part. We got to
and redhead.
Keep the redhead.
Yeah. The Blood Rain actress, what's her name? She could have pulled it off back in the game.
Christina Loken?
Yeah.
They're saying Man-Thing. See, again, it's Elsa, Man-Thing. They're both in the thing, in the special. Blade, Ghost Rider. Moon Knight, another one that's just in the show. I don't think Moon Knight fits, even though Moon Knight debuted as a Werewolf by Night villain, right? I think the way the show handled him, he doesn't really fit in with supernatural. He's more of a mythical hero,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, I would not put Moon Knight in there.
See, Moon Knight in the comics delves into everything. Sci-fi, cosmic stuff, whatever you want. Like that's how he was. He was versatile. But in the show, he's just exclusively fighting, Egyptian gods and shit.
I remember in the comics where the Avengers go back in time, and Hawkeye gets stuck back. They're back in time, and Hawkeye doesn't have any arrows, right? So he creates weapons that he then leaves behind that become the weapons that Moon Knight uses. So like the little moons that he throws, his version of batarangs, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Like the little like staff, they were like actually invented by Hawkeye. Bonus, Dr. Voodoo. I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah. They didn't do anything with him, so I wouldn't be expecting him to show up.
Not just that, it's like for whatever reason they made Wong the Sorcerer Supreme in the MCU, and they're really downplaying the amount of magicians, right?
Yeah,
you still got Mordo out there. Like supposedly he was going to be like killing a bunch of magic users, and they never did anything with him. He's just
they never did anything. Yes, they skipped that plot. Good job.
Yeah, I think this would be a terrible team. Terrible. Obviously, Blade hasn't been introduced yet. You have to do that. Ghost Rider needs to be introduced into the MCU. Elsa Bloodstone was, again, no powers, just kind of a meh character. Like, I don't see her being interesting where people are like, yeah, I want to see her again, right? Jack Russell, Werewolf by Night, was more interesting, and they didn't even include him in the list. Man-Thing works more like a horror movie. Like, he's a monster, but he's, like, misunderstood. He's like Frankenstein in the sense of, like, he's a gentle giant who's misunderstood, and, like, people touch, who knows fear burns at the touch of the Man-Thing. So like he can burn you, but not on purpose. Like he just touches people. And if you're afraid, you catch on fire, right? Like obviously you're going to be afraid of this weird looking monster coming at you. So that's the dynamic. Him showing up to just be like a dude that hangs around with a bunch of other people on a team.
Oh God! And then they'll make him Groot. Nah, that's gonna suck.
Yeah, that's how I was just thinking that. Like, he's going to be the Groot of the team? Nah. Same thing with Moon Knight. Moon Knight, the way they left it off with him, his fourth personality taking over, turning out that, actually, there's another personality in there that he didn't realize. I don't think he fits in with this team at all.
He's a whole team of himself.
And then, like, again, Dr. Voodoo, you have to introduce a whole new character and get that. So there's like 3 characters you have to introduce in this movie on top of all the other shit happening. Bad team, bad lineup. I don't want to see it. And I've been craving a Midnight Suns movie. No Bloodruth? I know, ain't it? And then Mordo was left in a ditch on Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
What about the wizard from Thanos' squad? He would fit in with the MCU Midnight Suns. But he's a bad guy, so no. And also, didn't he die?
I think he's dead.
Then he gets sucked out of the ship.
Yep.
Here's a question. Speaking of that, right? In the movie, Thanos comes and he's got his team, right? And they pretty much take it to the Avengers and everything, right?
Yeah.
But they get defeated, and then Thanos still gets the gems. He snaps. He does all that thing, right? And then you get Endgame, and past Thanos shows up, right? But those guys like really don't get no screen time after.
Oh, true.
Like they were badasses. They're like taking on the Avengers single handedly each one, and then like the big climax and Endgame, they're kind of there. Like, I think they get one scene where like he's like fire on the thing, and he's like, "But sir, all our guys are down." He's like, "Fire anyway." He's like that one guy was like throwing people around, and like they had to trick him to like suck him out of the ship to stop him. Like that guy single handedly could have took everybody out. He was like fucking using telekinesis on like a fucking Jean Grey level. I mean, yeah, Ebony Maw. He was just like
Ebony Maw, yep.
Ironheart has a magic powered suit. Put her in, baby. Yeah, she would definitely be in the team. I think that's what they're going with that. Obviously, she made a deal with Mephisto. I think if they're going to do anything with Mephisto, it's going to involve Ironheart and then like someone trying to save her, and it's going to be like I said, there's a real old comic. It's called Mephisto Versus. It's a 4-part series. It's like Mephisto versus the Fantastic Four, and then Mephisto versus it's X-Men. Then it's like X Factor and the Avengers. Something like that, right? It's a 4-part series. Basically, it's where they decide that they're going to take the Mephisto character and turn him into more of the devil, right? At first, he was just kind of like, oh, like a demon. But now he's like, oh, actually, no, he is the devil, sort of. And then he's not. Then he is. But at this point, what he does is he basically tricks Sue Storm to give up her soul. And then he trades up. So he goes from like Sue Storm to like Marvel Girl to like this character to that character. Because eventually he wants to get Thor's soul to have a one-up on Hela. But then turns out he doesn't actually want Thor's soul. He just tricked Hela into thinking he wants Thor's soul so that she would stop getting people's souls so he can get people's souls and become more powerful. And I'm saying that to say this. I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to say that he got Ironheart's soul, and he's going to use that as a bargaining chip to get like a more powerful person and then move up the ranks. Yeah. Black Dwarf gets squashed by Giant Man. We might even see the return of Scarlet Witch. Yeah.
See, Scarlet Witch would fit in better than Elsa Bloodstone, strangely enough.
Was that change made around the time of DC's Lord Satanus? I don't know. When did DC's Lord... I don't read DC. So, off the top of my head, I don't know. But let me see. He debuted, according to this... in 1989. It says Adventures of Superman number 460 in 1989. And I believe Mephisto versus the Fantastic Four is from, let's see, 1987. So it's 2 years before.
Well, there you go.
Like I said, so the first, it's a 4-issue series, and like I said, the first one is Fantastic Four, then it's X Factor, then let's see, what's the next one? Then it's the X-Men, and then it is the Avengers. Yeah. And Rogue actually kisses him in the X-Men one, and she like absorbs his powers a little bit.
Oh shit.
And she's like, oh, you're just lonely. And at first she thinks that he's like just lonely and stuff, but then she's like, wait a minute, you're actually evil.
Yeah, misunderstood. Oh shit. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're just an asshole.
Speaking of Superman and DC, Superman's 2025 Hall of Justice mural confirms 26 metahumans already exist in the DCU. And so they, James Gunn, knowing that Fantastic Four is getting such great reviews, released high-res footage of the mural images.
4D chess play.
Yeah. So, all right. So these are the characters. They're being identified by, again, this is the direct So apparently, if you go through the images from left to right, they're different time frames, right? So it's like prehistoric times, and then like medieval times, and then like it goes through that way. So the first character is Sister Symmetry. She's a powerful sorceress who channels her power from the Cloak of Sira, similar to how the Helmet of Fate from Naboo gives Dr. Fate his magical abilities. I can tell you right now, I have never heard of any of these characters. Sister Symmetry, Silent Knight, Exoritos, was it like fucking Tostitos? Black Pirate.
I wonder if these are like the public domain heroes that DC took. I wonder.
Your guess is as good as mine. It says the bearer of the mystic cloak, whoever she may be, receives the nigh omnipotent powers of the Lord of Order, which includes flight, magic, and reality manipulation.
Oh shit! It's like what's his name? Dr. Fate.
Yeah. It says Silent Knight, created by Robert Kenner and Irv Norvik. Silent Knight, Brian Kent, is a young knight from the 6th century Great Britain. He's a master swordsman and expert combatant wearing silver armor alongside a collection of weapons. In the 1990s Hawkman series, it is revealed that he's a past avatar of the Hawk God, implying that he's a past incarnation of Carter Hall.
Oh, there you go.
Hawkman. The Brave and the Bold, Volume 3, Number 10, implied that Brian Kent is an ancestor of Jonathan Kent after a time-traveling Superman encountered and teamed up with the Silent Knight in the past. Due to their adventures, Brian felt an inexplicable kinship towards Superman, further cementing his potential ties to the Kent family. Exoristos, created by Paul Cornell and Diogenes Nieves, she is an exiled Amazon from Themyscira who once owned Diana Prince's Wonder Woman's iconic sword. Wonder Woman has an iconic sword, DJ?
She never had a sword until recently. That's what I know.
That's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to like Wonder Woman, her iconic lasso, her iconic bracelets, the tiara, the hot pants.
Yeah.
I don't really think of a sword.
See, this is where I wish George was here to explain. He knows more DC stuff.
James Gunn would be coming all over himself if he had these useless nobodies. Oh, these are DC.
That's what he's doing now. These are DC.
Little movie perk. These are the characters that were in the background on the Hall of Justice mural. Black Pirate John Valor is a privateer with a strong moral code tasked to fight injustice on the high seas during the 16th century. The character, created by Sheldon Moldoff, debuted in Action Comics number 23 in April 1940 and is a member of the Five Warriors from Forever, a group of time-displaced adventurers. The Arrowverse marked the first on-screen appearance of John Valor after he was featured in DC's Legends of Tomorrow Season 1, Episode 7, Marooned, where he was portrayed by Callum Keith Rennie. I don't even remember that, and I watched all of Legends
Me
of Tomorrow.
too. I have to rewatch that.
While the character does not have superpowers from the comics, it's possible that DCU would retcon him as a metahuman. His abilities include strategic expertise, mastery of swords, and seamanship. It says other metahumans featured are Miss Liberty, Max Mercury as Whip Whirlwind, Lazarus Lane, and Chop Chop.
See, it's like an evolution. It first starts with like warriors and knights, and then now here we're like looking at Zorro type heroes almost.
So we got Miss Liberty, one of the heroes during the American Revolutionary War. Alongside Black Pirate, she joined the time-displaced heroes known as the Five Warriors from Forever. Whip Whirlwind is one of the early aliases of Max Mercury during his time as a speedster hero in the 1890s. He served as a Wild West era speedster who helped save countless Native Americans. So this character was what people were thinking was Jay Garrick.
Yeah.
So it is not Jay Garrick. No Jay Garrick in the DCU. Super Chief.
Oh, shit. Where's
He's
Apache
Iroquois.
Chief? Come on now.
Well, this
Bring
Super
him.
Chief. That's why he's got the buffalo headdress.
Yeah.
He's from the 15th century who was granted superpowers by the Manitou Stone. His newfound abilities include super strength and super speed, but the catch is that he can only use them for an hour at a time. His name, Super Chief, originally means Sanagana Wana Hana Hana in his native language. By becoming a fearless leader, he protected his tribe from European invaders. Lazarus Lane, another hero from the Wild West, is the so-called masked avenger Lazarus Lane. Alongside his horse Lucifer, Lazarus became the hero El Diablo after the wise owl imbued him with the spirit of vengeance.
Oh, shit.
And El Diablo, he's a master of guns, combat, bullwhip, and equestrianism. Just say a horseman.
He's a real horseman.
Ride a horseman, yeah. Chop Chop. The mural shows a shirtless Chop Chop, a.k.a. Wu Cheng. He is a young Chinese pilot who served in the Black Hawk Squadron during World War II as a master of aviation. I heard some people say that this was a different character, not Chop Chop. But I could see it. He looks like an Asian character.
Yeah, it looks like Bruce Lee, almost.
Yeah. We got Ghost of Flanders. They killed Ned Flanders?
See, here now it looks like the Popes. Look at this.
We got Sandman.
Sandman over here looking like the Shadow.
Right. Amazing Man and Zatara.
Everybody thought that was Mandrake.
The Ghost of Flanders served as a mass crime fighter during World War II. He was introduced in Hit Comics number 18. He faked his death to become a superhero, secretly building a sub-crypt base beneath a tomb created for his honor. While he has no powers in the comic, he relies on his military training and exceptional combat skills to defeat Nazis.
He reminds me of the lobster from Hellboy. The same story.
Yeah. Sandman, Wesley Dodds, portrays the original Sandman, dubbed one of the original Mystery Men vigilantes. His abilities include having prophetic dreams where he envisions ambiguous crime scenes that help him solve them later on. He's like one of those mystics. I see a body of water. I see. Does the number 7 mean anything to you? And he just like starts killing people. His iconic weapons include a gas gun, which he uses as a way to knock out criminals, and a grappling hook called a wirepoon gun. He's got that wirepoon, DJ.
Oh, shit. Before Batman.
Yeah. Amazing Man. Another Golden Age vigilante in the Hall of Justice mural is Amazing Man, an active hero during World War II. While several people took the mantle, the most iconic one is Will Everett from the 1940s. Once a celebrated athlete, Everett was kidnapped and experimented on by Ultra Humanite, which granted him the ability to mimic and absorb any material he touches. So he's basically the absorbing man.
Yeah.
Zatara. Obviously, Giovanni John Zatara is the father of the mystic heroine Zatanna, who I want Zatanna. Yep. Forget, with the
yeah, let's get to Zatanna.
Fishnets.
Yeah. Do it proper, too.
Yeah. He was an active hero during World War II, fighting Axis spies and eventually joining the Justice Society of America. Down here, we got Liberty Bell, Bullet Man, Max Mercury, and Bullet Girl. Liberty Bell, while there's other characters that took the mantle, the most prominent one was Libby Lawrence, a journalist turned hero during World War II. Introduced in Boy Commandos. That's Vito's favorite comic book, by the way, Boy Commandos. There's an Asian character named Chop Chop, so disavow.
Oh. Yeah. It's an unfortunate name. Perp wants Dog Welder to be involved.
What about Pie Face? Isn't that like the Eskimo sidekick of Green Lantern or something like that?
Oh.
Or Green Arrow. I think it's Green Arrow's sidekick.
DC was on some weird shit.
Bullet Man, a.k.a. Jim Barr, was an active hero in the 40s who fought Nazis. Everyone's fighting Nazis.
Yeah, World War II.
Bullet Girl was Jim Barr's wife. Jim Barr, not related to Matt Barr.
If only Yellow Flash read these comics, Oh, wait, he did. And he didn't get anything.
I don't think he did.
Never mind.
don't think he read any of these comics.
You know,
I think
well,
he
he
only
read the mainstream ones, right? Like Captain
Well,
America.
I'm sure he
or he
only-
just bought them and didn't read them. If anything.
I'm sure he only read stuff from the 90s and the 2000s. He didn't read like the 1940s shit.
Yeah.
And of course, Max Mercury is the speedster. Displaced in time. And then we got TNT and Dan the Dynamite. Phantom Lady, Atomic Knight,
Oh,
and
shit.
Freedom Beast.
Phantom Lady over here looking like Silk Spectre.
Yeah, buddy. TNT, Thomas and Tex. Thomas, aka TNT, is a superhero from World War II who developed radioactive powers that allowed him to generate heat during his battles against Nazis. And Dan the Dynamite is the student of Tex Thomas, who eventually became entangled with his crime-fighting ways after being exposed to the same experiment that granted his teacher powers. While TNT can generate heat, Dan the Dynamite can utilize electric energy to his advantage during battles. Phantom Lady also fought Nazis. Everybody's fighting Nazis.
World War II.
The character utilized a special device called the Black Light Ray to project black light, allowing her to create temporary darkness within the vicinity, becoming invisible and emit light bursts against enemies. She's also an expert spy skilled in deception and infiltration. And the Atomic Knight, Gardner Grail, became a hero in the post-apocalyptic future. This one I am familiar with. You know the post-apocalyptic future that he was involved in, TJ? Do you know what year it was set in?
No.
It was like 1992. No, it was it was like 1992. Because the comics, like from the 70s, like, hey, you know, what would be the future? It's like, oh, the post-apocalyptic world of like 1992. Like, oh, guess they didn't get that right. Guess that prediction didn't come true, huh? Grail took part in a military experiment called the Atomic Knights, where they were equipped with radiation-resistant armor with one goal in mind: to restore peace and order. The armor granted him superhuman strength and durability. He also had a gun named Stun Lance, which can emit energy blasts. Ultimately, he became an expert in fighting mutant creatures, tyrannical leaders, and otherworldly creatures. And then the Freedom Beast is a South African superhero who succeeded Bwana Beast as the primary protector of African wildlife. His abilities include mind control and merging parts of animals to create entities that can help him during battle. Could you imagine? He could just like combine animals together into new animals. He can make chimeras at will. That's crazy, TJ.
It reminds me of Vixen from DC. It's almost the same power set.
Yeah, but he doesn't like get those powers. He just makes animals. He just like you hawk and you.
Oh yeah,
panther.
like Avatar. Yeah.
It says the final batch includes Wildcat, Vibe, Gunfire, and Maxwell Lord. It is unknown if he's a metahuman or if he placed his image because he's the owner of the Justice Gang. Wildcat Ted Grant is a prominent member of the Justice Society of America. He's a former heavyweight boxing champion who moonlights as a superhero to clear his name after being framed for murder. He's an expert in hand-to-hand combat, has immense athleticism, and has the mystical power of 9 lives, where he can survive fatal injuries and remain unscathed in battle.
Wildcat among all of them is the more, like people recognize him straight away.
Yeah. Him and Vibe, because Vibe was in the Flash show.
Yeah.
Arrowverse fans may recognize Vibe because of his notable appearance in the CW's The Flash, where Carlos Valdez portrayed him on screen. In the Hall of Justice mural, Vibe's inclusion suggests that another live-action version of the character will appear in the DCU sooner rather than later. In DC Comics, Vibe is one of the first Latino superheroes. His abilities include vibrational manipulation and multiversal awareness. So the Hispanic dude can make bass, like he could generate
like the roll riders.
Yeah. Gunfire. Andrew Van Horn is a gun-toting metahuman who was infused with the ability to turn anything into a gun.
Oh shit!
Can you imagine that? Like, so you just like pick up a pen, like now that's a gun. Pick up a paper, now that's a gun. Pick up a gun, now that's a gun. He could turn any gun into a gun, TJ. And then of course,
grab a random gun and then he'll turn it into like something cable would wield.
He could turn a condom into a gun, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, because I seen a video on this earlier, I think that his ability is more like Gambit's, where he touches things and they fire projectiles out of them, like energy projectiles, but not that like they transform into a gun.
Yeah, not literally into a gun. Yeah.
That's interesting. A bunch of obscure heroes. They're probably never going to actually appear in.
You're never going to see them, or probably, just be mentioned in passing, I guess.
But
before all that should have been Vandal Savage, though, because he was like.
Well, he might be hidden. They might not know him.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. A lot of world building in James Gunn's Superman.
World building.
I will pitch for Gunfire daughter, Gun Girl. I don't know about that little movie, Perp. You might want to shop that around a little.
Make her a goth with pigtails. There you go. Money.
There's a movie where like there's a Japanese movie where like this chick like guns come out of her ass and shit. It's like really weird. It's like one of those weird Japanese things.
What the? Of course, it's the Japanese.
I'm trying to think of what it is because like her hands and stuff turn into guns and shit. It's like one of those like crazy weird Japanese fucking B-movie schlock shit. All right. Enough of that. TJ, there's a new Commodore 64 coming. And the nephew of the ZX Spectrum creator is making a handheld. A new Commodore 64. TJ, we've lived through Atari coming back with the Atari, the new console they made, Intellivision trying to come back.
Don't forget that, yeah.
And the Coleco Chameleon, that was a thing that was attempted, and now Commodore 64's turn. We've made jokes over the years, but apparently, Lady Gun, he says, "Yep, she's naked most of the movie." Of course, Perp knows exactly what movie I'm talking about. But yeah, can you believe that? A Commodore 64. You excited? I know that's a big thing in Europe and in Asian countries. Says a new Commodore 64 is on the way that isn't just a mini retro console. And I'm starting to think my bed is a time machine. You see, not only is the microcomputer getting a comeback using the power of FPGA, but there's even a new handheld on the scene by the nephew of the ZX Spectrum creator, Clive Sinclair. Available for pre-order now for $299, the Commodore 64 Ultimate promises to offer up 100% compatibility with 10,000 plus original games, cartridges, and peripherals. Behind the re-release is YouTuber Christian Perry Frantic Simpson, who is now acting CEO of the company and is joined by a bunch of the brand's veteran names.
Oh, shit.
DJ, this almost sounds so familiar. Somebody with a lot of clout, a bunch of the original people involved, a pre-order campaign. Is this the new Amico? It's already buy one and get the second 10% off. Apparently, they're actually $349. They're $299 if you buy two of them. There's 6,950 C64s left on the launch pad. DJ, get in. Got to get in on this.
Let's go. Music Master, if you're still listening, ditch the Amico. This is the new shit right here.
This is a new hotness. Man, honestly, what are people thinking? I get nostalgia. I understand the concept of nostalgia. I mean, I don't actually get it, but I understand what it is. If they were like, hey, a brand new NES is coming out, I'd be like, why do I want that? I don't want. Would you pay like $500 for a new NES?
No. I mean, the Switch 2 is already having like, old games, right? Like, and 64 games in there. Why would I want the old console?
You guys missed it. So people asking if I liked Fantastic Four, go back to the beginning of the stream and you'll find out that I didn't get to go see it because the theater got flooded and I wasn't able to actually watch the movie. The theater was closed. My fun was canceled. They canceled my fun.
Blinded didn't watch it either, so there's that.
But real quick, let's take a hop, skip, and a jump over at the Commodore 64. The future we were promised, DJ. Commodore 64 Ultimate Basic. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. You want that? Don't you want one of those for $299 in your house? Well, see, it's $349, $299 now. Buy one, get second 10% off. So we could buy two of them, TJ. That's instead of $600, we'll get 10% off of the second one. So that'll be $570. That's a steal, TJ.
Hell yeah. The Jaguar making a comeback. Yeah, sure. Let's have that too.
They actually, there was an attempt at that too.
Oh shit!
Rent the material list on PVOD and gotta get your Pedro in. Nah. All right. So anyway, your childhood just leveled up, DJ. The first official Commodore 64 in over 30 years is here. A faithful recreation of the original motherboard on FPGA hardware. I don't get it. I honestly do not. Is there like a huge market for like a Commodore 64?
I'm thinking maybe hipsters and posers. Right? Oh, look! I've got the original console, even though it's a new one.
Like at the very least, I said Nintendo, right? I said like an NES. At the very least, you can name a bunch of classic NES games like Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Mario, right? There's all those classic. Like, can anybody name like what's a Commodore 64 like a must play? Like, you got to play this Commodore 64 game at least once before you die. I don't think it exists. I think they were all shitty games.
Yeah, they were all shitty. I remember the Big Trouble in Little China, the Commodore 64. That was trash.
I mean, look at the screen. Is that what you want to look at? Look at that. That looks shitty. Are you excited for that?
MS
yeah. C64 is people's first computer. Those are not just video game systems. 56K warnings, like he's getting it. He's buying this. We just sold at least one Commodore 64.
Well, there you go. We shipped this on accident.
It says plug in dusty old cartridges, CRT TVs, data sets, or disk drives, it all works. No disk drive needed. Load games using the file browser from the supplied cassette-style USB thumb drive, packed with 50-plus titles, full games, licensed classics, music, demos, and Commodore's exclusive new sequel to our first ever game, Jupiter Lander Ascension, or add your own. It's a brand new game. That's the selling point, DJ. The Jupiter Lander Ascension.
Oh, wow.
Not just the C64 reborn, but the C64 upgraded. More memory and faster speed options. Dual SID sound chips, virtual or add originals. Keyboard macros, even modern printer support. Guys, you could use your Commodore 64 with a modern printer for reasons.
Grandpa games.
You want something more rare? Inspired by the famous 1,000,000th gold C64, the gold label Founders Edition. The Founders Edition. This is sounding exactly like the fucking Amico.
Yeah.
Gold label. Is it going to be like wood grain? Is there a wood grain version? Hold on. Let's look what the gold version looks like, DJ. Gotta get this bad boy. The Founders Edition. Look at that. Gold. You want that, TJ? You want that? Look at that.
God damn.
Look at that. It's piss yellow. It looks good here. All this light, right? Like it looks gold. But then when you see it.
It looks like a transparent keyboard, but somebody filled it with piss.
Yeah, it's a piss board. Look at that. You want that? You want that golden piss keyboard?
If somebody could make a PC that's just that would be nice.
$500. $500.
Holy shit.
24-karat gold-plated badges, satin gold keys.
Gold-plated.
Hey, you get a T-shirt. I rebooted C equal T.
Oh,
dog tag necklace. Yeah. And you get a sticker that lets you know which number you got. Look at that. Definitely not anything like the Amico, guys. Definitely not.
Or the Ripperverse.
Ooh, we get the Starlight Edition. Look at that. It's all colorful. It's got RGB colors in it.
Just like the PCs we already have.
Yeah. Look at that. Honestly, if you buy this, you're retarded. Okay? This has got to be the stupidest fucking thing ever.
If you buy this, I'm going to look at you sideways.
I better help with my taxes. The Amiga already came back. Believe me.
Dreamcast.
A little too familiar for comfort. Exactly, Grumpy. Exactly. Better than no Monster drink. Shut up.
Commodore Shield starting already. Yep.
Yeah. When does 56K open up his own Commodore 64 channel?
The Commotards.
The Commodore Kid. All right. It says elsewhere, the brand's historic British rival is also unexpectedly regaining relevance. While Grant Sinclair isn't bringing back the ZX Spectrum, he has created a Raspberry Pi gaming handheld dubbed the Gamer Card that's available, inspired by hanging gift cards you normally see dominating game store aisles. The tiny portable offers up a 4-inch high-res IPS screen and a bunch of built-in features, including a re-release of the Saboteur trilogy by Clive Townsend. Is that what you want, TJ? You want a tiny little fucking handheld? And that plays ZX Spectrum games?
I already have my PSP. Thank you very much. Shadow.
I already have my PlayStation 5. I don't really need. Look at that! Look at that little thing, Gamer Card.
Oh wow! This really is like the Amico.
No, this is a Sinclair. This is the other one. There's two systems. So one is this Commodore 64, and then this is the ZX Spectrum.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can play Quake on it. That's what.
Oh, okay.
This is ridiculous. Grab and go Raspberry Pi gaming, 125 pounds. Jeez. Who's asking for this shit? Also, if you're gonna hand model, like one thumb is got the nail all trimmed and the other one's all fucking right?
Yeah.
Like it stands out because of the black design of the thing. So it's like you can see. Just play a Game Boy. I never understood all these people.
Saying. All these systems are already out. Like nobody was asking for this.
It's a bunch of old people who can't get over the fact that their childhood systems are gone. Right? Like, I'm going to get a Raspberry Pi so I can play old Amiga games. You're like, but why? Why do you want to play old? Like, there's brand new games that are way better than anything you've ever played as a child.
Literally indie games out there that, make homages to the old games you're complaining about.
Yeah. Pico 8 is great. I don't know about all that. Yeah. I don't understand this shit, TJ. I've never been someone who like can go back in time. It's like, hey, let me play this old ass fucking game. Right?
But see, that was the Amico grift. They were taking advantage of people like that, the ones who wanted the old shit back.
But why? Like you said, there's games that are spiritual successors, games that are like inspired by that, modern graphics or even pixel graphics.
Yeah.
Why do you want like, oh, I gotta play the game
out there for God's sake,
I'm saying like you got games that are like I'm a dot moving around on a black screen. You go, that's the height of gaming. I want to go back to being a dot running around on a black screen. They go, hey, instead of that, you could actually be a guy shooting, right? Like, I don't know.
There's really people out there are making like Zelda at home type games on the RPG Maker.
Yeah. Bloodman 98 says it's not about the games, it's the regrets of maturity.
Yeah, that's what it is. Holding on to childhood, just like Sturgis.
I still play NES games and Sega ones that are great. It's not about the graphics. Mechanics are more important. Well, I get that, but I'm saying like at some point, right? There's a line. When it comes to like NES, like the graphics on NES, I feel are good enough where things look like what they're supposed to look like. They look like, Mario looks like a guy. Zelda looks like a little guy, right? Ninja Gaiden, it looks like a ninja. But anything before the NES, it's like you're playing literally a dot. There's a game called Venture, right? Where you're playing what is essentially a meatball with a fucking bow and arrow, shooting other little like things that are just like little globs. It's fun, but wouldn't you rather play a modern game that's the same thing but just actually looks good, right?
We're not saying there's anything wrong with the older stuff. We're saying that there's indie stuff out there that looks like the older stuff, but it's more functioning. It's better.
This is a play by Tony. I see you. Bad take, Tony. No. Pole position or super sprint? Pole position. Lord Pepsi. I'm a pole position man. Now, what about you, TJ? Super sprint or pole position? Which game?
Pole position.
Good question. Don't forget, guys, if you're a member, you can ask us anything. We have the Ask Us Anything up there on the community tab.
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb?
Stray Bean says, Wipeout.
Oh, and don't forget Daytona.
Speaking of old things coming back, TJ. Would you be shocked if I told you there's a new video game based on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
What?
E3.
Yep. Not just any Rudolph either. It's not like based on Rudolph, the song or the idea of Rudolph. It's based on Rudolph, the Rankin Bass claymation show.
Oh.
I love the Christmassy time of year, where young and old gather round to share one beloved Christmas story.
My nose, sir?
It's a Rudolph game based on the 70s
And it looks like the claymation. Let's go.
movie.
Cute, she said
Ain't that something? Just like always, it takes a special light to guide the way.
Rudolph, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
Looks like Rudolph and his pals are at it again, always finding fun round every snowy corner.
We're sticking together.
Rudolph, I think you're cute.
You got Cornelius!
If this wasn't a real trailer with a Peggy thing and everything attached to it, I would think that this was somebody's like joke or like someone made a little like fucking game.
The fake trailer.
Ours again! Wobby!
Never seen a talking snowman before?
That beautiful, wonderful nose!
It's my nose. It keeps giving us away.
Some lights will never flicker. They're made to shine. As for the rest of the story, he went down in history.
Wishlist it now. It's going to be on Xbox, PlayStation. I never thought I'd see this day, TJ.
See, my kids would be happy if somebody made the Pingu game.
Oh my God. Lord
It looks like
Pepsi
the
says,
claymation.
prepare to qualify. Beep. I don't know. Like I said, I like old games. I just can't go back. My life has moved on. Even something like a fucking Resident Evil, like it was cool at the time, but like looking back at it, it's like, man, how did I play that? It was so janky and like tank controls and a fucking can't go back. I've gone too far.
Are you retarded?
Is there a Bluey game? Yes, actually there is, baby. There is a Bluey game.
Yeah, of course there is. There should be.
I seen it recently on the PlayStation Shop, as a matter of fact.
Doug Apple made the video game that looks like claymation back in the gap.
I seen this indie game coming out, TJ. Buccaneer Shipshape.
Oh shit! Here we go. See, there's your old school.
It's a pirate themed beat 'em up.
Pulling up, robbing people.
Why does this look like Betty and Veronica, like fucking Archie comics?
I was about to say. Big titty pirates. Let's go.
Hell yeah! I think we wandered into the wrong game, DJ.
Japanese doing this? Oh shit! Fur people pulling up. This is literally Veronica. Look at this.
See, this is the kind of thing that, like, this is it's new, but it's got an old feel. It
It
looks
has
like
the aesthetic, but the mechanics are updated. That's what we really need.
and it looks good. It looks like something I would play. It definitely looks like a modern take on your golden axes and everything. Even the UI and stuff looks like it. Classic game mode. Look at that. Yeah, wish list today, TJ.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
They had me at the art style.
He says it looks like a C64 game. No, it doesn't.
See, grab that game, put it on the C64. Let's see what happens.
All right. One more trailer, and this is it's not a full trailer, but hey, I was correct as I always am. Remember, I said that Cosmic Invasion was definitely going to start introducing more characters. TJ.
Yep. And we did say somebody Fantastic Four and adjacent would come in, and here we are.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion, Beta Ray Bill and Silver Surfer reveal.
Here we go. Lauren Red himself. Let us fight color. The Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah. I will say the Surfer is weird to see, like, because he's always on a surfboard. It's like in a beat 'em up, you don't really like. Oh, is he gonna fly through the level?
Yeah, I always wonder how they pull him off in a fighting game. Yeah.
Silver Strike.
Go get him, Bill.
Elbow drop. Let's go.
All right, but did you see that? Did you see what happened there?
What happened?
She turned into him. So I guess you can switch characters on the fly. See?
Yeah.
Bill.
Attacking them out. Yeah.
So that should be an interesting mechanic if you could play as more than one character, like switching them out, tagging them out somehow.
Strike. Cosmic Shockwave. Zero. Accept defeat.
Hello.
So I still think there's more room for a couple more people. We don't got no Hulk, which is surprising. There's no Hulk, no Iron Man. Well, what do you think, TJ? You think that's it for the roster? You got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 11 people.
It's a lot of blank space in this picture over here. I think they're going to fill it up.
Yeah. Who would you guess would be next? I definitely did not think Beta Ray Bill was going to be in this. So I would assume that means no Thor, right?
Yeah, he'll be the stand-in for Thor, and then Thor will be DLC in the future.
I don't know if he will be. I think they just might not have it, or it might be an alternate costume. Because that would be the easiest thing to do, to make Beta Ray Bill in the game, then like an alternate skin as Thor. Like same thing with him, like Captain America to US Agent.
True.
Right. Like I said, gotta have Hulk. I don't know how could you have a beat 'em up game without the Hulk in it? Thing. I think maybe you'll get Johnny Storm and Thing might be the next. Right.
I'm seeing a lot of cosmic, characters here. It has to be somebody involved with the cosmic stuff.
No Phoenix. Yeah.
Phoenix. Yeah, somebody like Phoenix would fit in.
So, yeah, Rocket should have been cut. Oof. There's no Guardian. Well, there is Guardians because you got Rocket and Viola Bell.
Yeah.
Right? They're representing the Guardians. I think Nova is also in the Guardians.
Nova, yeah. Yeah, he's like involved with them.
It's odd that you got Wolverine, right? Like,
yeah, Wolverine is the one who stands out. Captain America too. Spider-Man.
No, but Captain America not really, because when it comes to the Annihilation Wave and all the Avengers, usually when it comes to fighting off like the Shi'ar and stuff, Like, I guess Wolverine and Storm, the X-Men do kind of like deal with the Shi'ar every once in a while.
Yeah. You could say that.
Spider-Man,
Avengers too.
Spider-Man's just popular, so you got to have him in there, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's almost a given. But I think this is a game that there could be like DLC for years to come. More characters, more villains. Play your cards right. Be excited.
The roster looks good so far.
You got plenty of time. Plenty of time. All right. One last thing to talk about, and then we'll check in on the Ask Us Anything, and then we'll just get out of here. But I don't know if you've seen this, TJ. The Outer Worlds 2 drops its $80 price tag thanks to Microsoft's U-turn.
Oh,
Now,
shit.
I think, personally, I don't think this is true. I don't think they ever intended it to be $80. There's no way they were going to make it $80 and then just, we've decided because you guys are mad. Right?
Out of the kindness of our hearts.
Yeah. I think this was a business move. This was a 4D chess. Like, hey, we'll announce it at 80. And then we're like, oh, look, we're listening to our audience and we're going to make it 70. Because like if they just said 70,
oh, look, it's a sale.
Yeah, like if you just said 70, people would have been upset, right? So they knew, like, hey, well, if we bump it up to 80, like everyone's talking about $80 games, and then we'll wait a couple of weeks, and then boom, oh, actually, it's only $70, which I think is still a little pricey. But the Outer Worlds was pretty fun. I did enjoy it. I played through the whole thing, fucking platinumed it. So I think $70 is a lot, but I think it's worth it, right? In my opinion.
Depends on how much content.
Oh, it had a lot of content. The first Outer Worlds.
So there's a good sign.
So I don't want to go through the whole thing, but essentially it is. Hey, it used to be $80, but now it's $70, and they wrote this like cringy like in-universe post about it. It was just. It was the dorkiest fucking thing I've ever seen. But hey, $70. Get excited. Time to get excited for video games again. They're only $70, TJ. Aren't you glad?
Wasn't the original intention at all.
You have to Google which version of Outer Worlds 1 to buy. Outer Worlds had more remaster than the last. No, it didn't.
Did it?
I got the Spacers edition. Just get that one. It's worth it. Spacers edition. Okay. All right. And it's going to be a quick show tonight. But hey, it is what it is. Is there anything on the Ask Us Anything? I've been lax, TJ, on the whole posting shit and getting things all ready to go. Right? I gotta do better. Now, we got 2 questions. One of them is not even a question, but hey. There's an old version and a new version of the game. I didn't buy it. It was free on the PlayStation Plus. So, all right. So the serious man says no. He's not going to ask us anything, TJ.
All right.
Igor Christensen says, is Vito happy? Honestly, I don't think so.
He isn't, yeah.
I don't think he's satisfied with his life. I don't think he's happy with where he's at and everything. I think he's struggling to be happy. I think he wants to be happy. We all want to be happy, but I don't think he's there yet. I think he needs to let go. He's trying way too hard on a lot of things that he shouldn't be. And a lot of things that he should be trying hard on, he's really not trying hard at all. Not fighting with people, that's a thing he should be trying hard with.
Let's get that out of the way first, yeah.
Stop fighting with people. Just, I try to be his friend. Like, I was like, Vito, let me give you some advice. Let me tell you. And he's like, Well, I'm kind of busy. I'll talk to you later. I'm like, okay, whatever. But I mean, stop fighting with people.
The other Tony was trying to help him with that didn't work out either.
Yeah, then he just threatened to harass him. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's happy. I don't know how to make him happy. Hopefully, maybe he needs to get laid. Maybe Dirk can give him a reach around. Did you hear? Man, I don't want to talk drama, but did you watch The Biggest Problem at all, DJ?
No.
This past week. So his problem.
Stop being interested.
his final problem on The Biggest Problem this week was guys who don't admit they're into gay shit or they've had a gay experience, something like that. Essentially, he was kind of trying to be like, yeah, he was trying to be like, come on, we've all done gay stuff. You just don't want to admit that you've done gay stuff. And Dick's like, what? Yeah, Dick's like, no, I've never done.
It's like that weird shit he pulled when Katie was here. Remember?
Yeah.
While my internet was down, it was you, Toy Fanboy, and then Katie, and then he was on talking some gay shit too. God damn.
He's like, come on, we've all done gay stuff. You know you've done. Like, Dick's
We're
like,
all in the closet. Come on.
Like, come on, we all. He's like, because he's like, you would let a hot tranny give you a hand job or a blow job, and Dick's like, there's no such thing as a. He's like, I know it's a man, so it's not hot. He's like, no,
Yeah.
you don't understand. But if it was really hot, he's like, but it's not. It's like that doesn't exist. You know, like I don't know if Vito's turning gay. If he's like slowly, but he's transitioning, right? He's like, he started off straight, then he started messing with lady boys, and then he's just gonna go full blown gay. Then maybe he'll be happy. Right?
He doesn't understand how other human beings' attractions work. You know, that's the problem with Vito. He thinks everybody's like him.
I think he's just gay and he don't want to admit it. I think maybe he's the one.
He's like justifying his gayness.
Yeah.
Just come out with it then. Like, enough with this hibbity jibby. Nobody would care then. You know?
No, we'd still make fun of him, but I mean, Stray Bean says, "God damn, the After Problem show was a mess yesterday. I didn't watch it. I went to bed."
Yeah, I watched some of it. God damn.
Why was it a mess? Can you quickly fill us in as to why it was a mess? Did you ever read Isom 3? No, I have not got the pleasure of reading Isom 3 yet. Maybe
just
someday.
Like I watched the one segment where they covered Vito here, like just justifying his gay shit, you know, and they were all, you know, they were going through the same conclusion, like Vito's just struggling to be gay, essentially.
Multiple fights between the chat and the host. Well, that's never good. Tony, Isom 3 review. You must. I will. You guys got to get me drunk enough that I buy Isom 3. I still got to get the Yaira stuff.
We might be forced into reading that shit if we run out of content, you know.
Yeah. All right, cue up. At least I'm not Anthony Birch, except it's Vito. Oh, that's classic internet. Huh? Bringing that up. Let me bring that up because that is a good song. Have you ever heard that song, DJ?
No.
At least you're not Anthony Birch.
Nope.
Okay, have you ever heard the song Dumb Ways to Die?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's set to the tune of Dumb Ways to Die. Okay.
Oh, shit.
This is from V, the musical.
Lurk on 4chan all the day. Convince yourself that traps aren't gay.
That's Vito in a nutshell. Yep.
The FPS, tell the internet your home address. It could be worse. At least you're not Anthony Birch. It could be worse.
Oh shit, it looks like the One More campaign guy.
not Anthony Birch. Ask G for some tech advice. Think posting video would be nice. Get told that you should die. Have your computer seized by the FBI. It could be worse. At least you're not Anthony Birch. It could be worse. At least you're not Anthony Birch. Give a guy unseen your password key. Download lostboy.exe. Be 22 and stuck in high school. Have your full name be Christopher Poole. It could be worse. At least you're not Anthony Birch. It could be worse. At least you're not Anthony Birch. Think the poll is intelligent. End up completely irrelevant. Buy stuff in free-to-play games. Hey, I should really post with a name. It could be worse. At least you're not Anthony Birch. It could be worse.
It's like them Kiwi farmers.
At least you're not Anthony Birch. Get stuck at a dead-end job in a cubicle. Waste your time on shit like Be the Musical. Be the head writer for a game studio. Enjoy an open relationship with your wife. End up divorced with her taking your Wii U. They don't rhyme, but if those things apply, you might be Anthony Birch. You might be Anthony Birch. You might be Anthony Birch. At least you're not Anthony Birch. If you're ever feeling sad, just remember, at least you're not Anthony Birch.
Yeah, TJ, at least you're not Anthony Birch.
Lead writer of Borderlands 2. Now I know why the writing is shit. That game.
Yeah, he also had an open relationship with his wife, who then left him.
Of course. Oh yeah, Destiny situation. Yep. Classic.
Also, he came out as bisexual, so he is pretty much the proto Vito. He was a games journalist at one point. Yeah. Guys, EVS might actually drop dead during his ISOM 3 review. There are so many pointless pages. It's crazy. It's crazy. I will eventually get ISOM 3 and Yaira and all of them and Zaylin. It's just been so, like, from ISOM 1, you go in there and you go, oh, what's this going to be? And it was so bad. And then the next one was the same level of bad. And then Yaira. And then it just all became the same criticism, right? Wasted pages.
Yaira legit gave me a headache. Like, I wasn't even reading the damn thing. And we were just reading it on stream. And it gave me a headache.
Vito did confirm he's bi just 2 weeks ago. Oh, he's gay.
Oh, so that's it. That's what started this whole thing. It's coming together.
Vito gay.
He gay.
Can't unsuck that dick. No, not Zaylin, Tony. Even you can't withstand that. Don't tempt me.
Sounds like a challenge.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna need a goal for next month, right? Maybe we'll throw.
You know what?
In there.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody, I release you back into the world. Short show today, but we really didn't have much. We just wanted to keep the streak alive, talk about some video games for a little bit, and nerd out. We wanted to nerd out.
Some good nerding out.
Anything you want to say before we leave, TJ?
Well,
Terrible
tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Commerce Gate Suburbs. Let's go.
Yeah, tomorrow. CG Suburbs. We're going to be promoting. We're going to be talking comics. We're going to be nerding out. Should be a lot more enthusiastic. Like I said, this whole show really got derailed because I was planning to talk about Fantastic Four and my thoughts on the movie and everything, and then that just kind of went to the wayside.
That's why I got sick, you know.
Yeah.
Finbar's still out there getting shot.
But yeah, tomorrow, CG Burbs. We're gonna
That's
do it
right.
big. We'll be should be a great show. Hopefully, you guys will be here to join us. Hopefully, we'll get some guests. I'm trying to get what's his name on? Damn it, I forgot.
The creator of C-Bus? Yeah.
Yeah. What is his name? Where's he at? Ben Soto. Trying to get Ben Soto on. Let's see how that goes. Do it big. We're going to do it big. All right. Everybody, take it easy. As always, love, peace, booty grease. We out this bitch.